In this video, I'm going to show you how to put up some very basic workshop lighting. As you can see here behind me, this assembly table, I need some more lighting which I'm going to put up between the two garage doors. So I've got this LED light over here that we're going to run between the two doors, mounted onto the bottom of a plywood board. I bought these cool spring toggles. So what happens is that these just go through into the ceiling and then they open up, and the light fitting rests on the ceiling. Obviously you've got to make sure the ceiling's strong enough. Ceiling up there has been reinforced because it obviously holds the garage doors. Then we've got a couple of these hooks, and then obviously the board itself, and then I bought some just very simple chain that's going to hang the board from the ceiling, and then obviously just some cable clips for the electrics. So I'll be very excited once I've got that extra lighting over my assembly table, and it'll be over my homemade table saw, which will give me a lot more brightness in that area. So I've cut the plywood board up. I bought it mainly to put a new top on my assembly table, and I'm going to do my own T-track system, but that's going to be in another video. So I had to get that main piece out of the center of the board, which left me with two long pieces along the edges. And what I'm going to do is to run a longer piece than I had originally planned from a bracket on the wall all the way through between these two garage doors, and a little bit further along, so it'll eventually connect with the other side of the wall, so that I can have a continuous light from the one wall to the other wall. Okay, so I've got these two long strips laid out, and I've got the brackets on the wall that's going to take the one end. And then of course we're going to put chains at the right distances along the full length and hang those to the ceiling. But right now we're just going to connect these two boards here. Right, so this spring toggle folds up like this, goes into the ceiling, but then what we want to have already attached to that is the chain from which the light's going to hang, and then we've got just a washer to cover up the hole in the ceiling. So you've got to make sure that's all assembled beforehand, so you want that hanging from the inside of the ceiling like that. So what you can see now is we've got these chains hanging from the ceiling and secured using those spring toggles which have gone up into the ceiling. So here's the hook, and just going to put 6 of those then at the spacing that we've used to hang the chains. And once those are in, then we can actually literally lift the board up and put it into place. Okay, so we've got the this long board hanging from the ceiling with these 6 chains, all equidistant, and just let me show you then. So this is where I joined the two long pieces together from either side of that original plywood board, and then I've just cable tied the chains together as a safety so that they won't slip off the edge here. So now we are just connecting the light fitting to some cable. There we go, some extra light in my workshop.